Please confirm, students. Is the screen visible to all of you? Then I may start the
Yes,
session.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So, very good morning to all of you once again. And as we know, we started with the fundamental analysis where we discussed the industry analysis. Sorry, we discussed economic analysis and we started with industry analysis. In industry analysis, we discussed the sensitivity of business to industry that we discussed right in the last lecture. So now today we are going to start with the concept called industry life cycle analysis, right? So industry is in the industry, all the companies or industry itself will have a life cycle. As we all know, the industry life cycle has four stages of life: the pioneering stage, rapid growth stage, maturity and stabilization stage, and the decline stage. Now, what we are supposed to do with this is we have to understand each stage of life cycle first thing, that what is this pioneer, growth, maturity and decline stage. And the second thing we have to understand is the analyst point of view, right? That if the industry is in the pioneer stage, what we can expect. If the company into it is in the pioneer stage, what we expect. In the industry, which company is at the maturity level. In the industry, which company at decline level. So we have to identify by understanding all these four stages of the life cycle of industry, and then we will take our decision further for investing into particular stage, right? So the name itself suggests is the pioneer stage is the very starting stage, right? The pioneer stage of any industry is just a kind of infant, right? Just introduced to the market, and slowly and steadily people are noticing the company, right? The pioneer stage. Then comes the rapid growth. If the company's product and the quality is expected, it accepted by the market, it will rapidly grow, right? It will grow up to certain extent, whatever its maximum capacity the company might grow till that time. And then there will be a stabilization or maturity stage where the company's profit becomes stagnant because they have achieved the maximum market share into that time. And then comes the decline stage or the de growth stage, right? Because once you are at the maturity, right, there will be some new blood coming to the market, there will be some new blood coming with the new technology, new innovations and everything. And then you will be at the maturity stage. Now, it is not necessary that after maturity every time there will be a decline stage. If a company in the maturity stage remains updated with its innovations, remains updated with its market share, with its quality, and people still like it, this maturity growth stage may go very long, right? It will stay here, and then there will be a decline. But this how much time the company stays in the maturity, that depends on the innovations a company can keep, right? So every industry will have some of the industry at the pioneer stage, some of the company as the rapid growth stage, some of the company at maturity, and some of the at decline stage, right? So you have to identify each life cycle. Now you will say, "Ki ma'am, how to identify what is the characteristic of the pioneer stage, what is the characteristic of the rapid growth stage, what is the characteristic of the maturity, and what is the characteristic of growth?" So that is, let us what understand the pioneering stage, rapid growth, maturity and decline. So this is basically the industry life cycle, right? This is an introduction, expansion, mature, and then starting declining. So let us understand every of this stage one by one. I have stuffed it just because to have you a detailed discussion, right? The stage, it is very difficult to anticipate which firm will succeed. Some firms will be a total success while some might fail completely, right? So at this stage there will be so many company coming up, and you cannot say that what will happen in this stage. So right now you are not supposed to invest, you are not thinking of investing it you are just analyzing the company, you are just observing the company, the pioneer stage, very risky stage, right? So some firm will directly jump to a success, and some firm maybe fail here. Hence, the risk involved in selecting any specific firm in the industry is quite high at this stage. So, if you are selecting any company to invest into it, it will be a quite high risk, right? If you remember Zomato and Swiggy, right? They just introduced, and within they just has started like. Startup, and then that's the 2-3 years time was very difficult. Whether people will accept this kind of services or not was the question, right? And if the people will accept it, will this two firm able to provide as much as quality as they offer, right? So this is the risky stage, and you have to just keep your eyes on this. However, at this stage, since the new product has not yet flooded its market, there will be a rapid growth in sales and earning at industry level, right? So this is this stage. If you can identify a right firm in this stage and you invest into it, this is the very good time. As there is a high risk, there is a chances of high return as well, right? But obvious, अभी ये नई प्रोडक्ट आ रही है मार्केट में, nobody has yet, there is no competition, as you have to just introduce yourself to the market and you say that this services or this product are very necessary nowadays, right? I give you an example of Ola and Uber, right? When they started, right, nobody was sure whether this will, because this was the new product in the market, new service into the market, right? So it is having the equal chance of getting successful and equal chance of having risk. For example, in 1980s, the personal computers were a part of very few houses, while on the other hand, products like fans or even refrigerators were part of almost every household. So naturally, the growth rate of product like refrigerator will be much less compared to the personal computers, right? So personal computer was not the case that everybody will have their own computer in 1980s, right? So it was, you know, it was at some only few people's home. So nobody at that time, anybody who have started, that was the pioneer stage of this personal computer industry, right? So at the same time, refrigerator and fans and AC makings and all were there at the maturity level, but this was the pioneer stage of this industry. Then comes the rapid growth stage. If you are succeeded here at the pioneering stage, the next thing will come, that is a rapid growth stage. Now the product has proved itself into the market, and several leaders in the industry start surfacing. The startup stage survivor become more stable, and market share can be easily investigate, right? So here it was a startup time when it was a pioneer stage. Now it is a rapid growth stage. So people have accepted the product has proved itself into the market. Now many people are coming into this industry, and as you have survived the startup stage, now you are familiar into the market and people start purchasing your product. So here you start capturing market share here in the rapid growth stage. Thus, the performance of the industry in general will be more minutely tracked by the performance of the firms that have survived. So here at this time, the industry is tracked through the performance of the companies which have survived and which are making growth. So because the firms altogether make the growth, the industry is in the rapid growth, right? As the product breaks through the marketplace and is used commonly, the growth rate of the industry is still faster than the rest of the economy, right? Now as the new product has introduced into the market, now new services are being offered, right? People have known the test of these services and they start utilizing those services. So in economy, this industry will be at rapid growth, right? यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री ग्रोथ से भी ज्यादा इस इंडस्ट्री का ग्रोथ होगा, और मैच्योरिटी ग्रोथ को, मैच्योरिटी पे जो इंडस्ट्री है उसको वो टच करने जाएगी. इफ यू रिमेंबर, आप कौन सी इंडस्ट्री को अभी पायनियर स्टेज में बोल सकते हो एंड कौन सी इंडस्ट्री को आप रैपिड ग्रोथ स्टेज में बताओगे? कौन सी इंडस्ट्री आई एम सेइंग? Industry. I guess somebody has answered. Which company you will keep as the industry you will identify as the rapid growth, and which you will be understanding as the pioneering in the stage industry? I'm talking about which industry? What you will be saying about IT industry? Is it the pioneer stage? No, it's okay. Let us think more. Please, Semi. What do you think of this airline industry? What do you think of airline industry in India? Airline industry in India? Where is the airline industry in the India? Airline industry? Pioneering, right? Or it may start in the growing now. It doesn't mean nobody knows airline industry, but the airline industry services are not much offered in India, right? So they will start offering the industry, right? More leader, more players will come into the market, more connectivity will be given, right? So this is in the pioneering stage, right? So this is how we identify the each industry. Then comes the next rapid growth के बाद आता है maturity and stabilization stage. यहाँ पे product has attained the full aptitude to be consumed at this stage by the user. So everyone now it has become a part of every household. So any growth from this point just track the growth of the economy. So यहाँ पे now you need to have a economic growth, because in this industry if economy will grow, your company will grow, otherwise your industry will not grow. In pioneer stage, industry ka growth rate will be less than the economic growth rate. But here you will have to here you will you are, as you are coming, since you are just coming into the market, abhi aap sirf aaye ho market mein, your growth rate will be very less to economic growth rate, your industry, right? In the rapid growth rate, the industry altogether, industry's growth rate will be more than the growth rate of economy. And at the stabilization or maturity level, the growth rate will be equal. If economy grow, your product, your industry will grow, right? So I would just like to draw this is, if suppose this is an economic growth cycle, right? Economy में भी उतार चढ़ाव तो रहती है, तो this is an economy. Now this is your industry, right? So your industry would like to go like in the pioneer stage, the growth rate of the industry will be less compared to economic growth rate. अगर ये 8% से जा रहा है तो ये 4% से grow कर रहा है suppose. In the rapid growth rate, the industry's growth rate will be more than the economic growth rate. But यहाँ तक आते आते both of them will be equal, right? And in the degrowth time, इकोनॉमी के साथ साथ इनका ग्रोथ रेट विल बी लेस, राइट? ये इंडस्ट्री लाइफ साइकिल है जो ब्लू में है, रेड इज द इकोनॉमिक लाइफ साइकिल, राइट? अगेन दे स्टार्ट हियर. सो यहाँ पे कुछ कंपनी अगेन पायनियरिंग करती होगी तो उसका ग्रोथ रेट स्टार्टिंग में नीचे जाएगा, बट एज दे विल सर्वाइव बिकॉज दे आर एट द ग्रोथ रेट, और यहाँ पे वो दे विल मीट अप ईच अदर, right? So this is how industry life cycle works, right? So maturity and stabilization पे the product has attained the full aptitude. So अब कोई growth होगा तो तभी होगा जब your economy is growing. At this stage, as the product gets more and more standardized, it compels the producers to compete heavily on the price basis. Now here you cannot add anything, right? जैसे कि if you talk about the mobile, right? आज से 15 years back, if you see 2003, 4, 5 years, if you see, right, the computers were new to the market, so people were not looking at the which features this phone is giving and this not given. So you can easily identify which phone to purchase, right? So it was the pioneer stage of mobile industry. Then came the rapid growth. If you remember, from 2005 to 2015, now everybody was getting the mobile, right? If the kid is getting 18 year, they are getting mobile, right? So everybody, even household, female who are staying at home are getting mobile, the parents who are staying at home getting mobile. At the same time, जो वो landline phones थे, they were in the decline stage, but the mobile industry was in the rapid growth stage. Now you can consider them at the maturity level, because the cut through competition has come, the maximum market has been touched upon, so no chances of increasing market share. पहले तो क्या था कि भाई चलो इस स्टेट में मोबाइल कम है तो उसमें जाके बेच के आओ, अभी तो everybody is having mobile. So how you will survive now? Now you will have survived to based on prices. पहले तो इन 2010 यू विल बी सेइंग कि ये फ्लिप है, राइट, इसमें एक्स्ट्रा एप्लीकेशंस आएगी, ये इसकी जो body है that is a slim, it is wider screen. Now everybody is having the same wide screen, same slim body, same attractive the look of the phone, right? How you will identify? Now at the maturity level you will be you will be competing ऑन द प्राइस बेसिस. तो आप जिसकी फोन की प्राइस कम उसका सेल्स ज्यादा, राइट. रैपिड ग्रोथ में तो यू कैन वर्क ऑन द न्यू फीचर्स, राइट, कि हमारा फोन है वो 5 GB है, 3 GB, जितनी भी 32/6 है, 64 GB है, राइट. द स्क्रीन इज वाइडर, द बॉडी इज स्लिमर, राइट. नाउ एवरीबडी इज हैविंग दैट थिंग, राइट. So here the profit margin are lowered and add to the pressures on profit. Most often firms at this stage are referred to as cash cows, as their cash flows are quite, cash cows, right? Quite often consistent but offer very little opportunity to increase the cash flow, right? So they are best milked from, right? Abhi you can I hope you are understanding what I wanted to say here, right? Then you can talk about this internet, right? If you talk about 2003-5, you will have hardly one browser, right? Then came here 2010 to 2015-16, there were the new browsers coming up, right? Google ने कुछ नए features add कर दिए, Yahoo ने कुछ नए features लेके आए, other browsers will bring some other features, right? Abhi everybody is using it. So how you will compete on this based on the price, right? So this is how you may consider the industry, right? But still the browser industry, or we can say that IT industry, is yet rapid growth, right? So they are yet growing. And now you talk about the social media. First I'll talk about 2005 till 2005. Only Orkut was there, then the Facebook was introduced, then Orkut ka zamana gaya, Facebook aaya, right? Then Facebook, everybody was on the Facebook, right? You are there, you are there, you are there. Then came the Instagram, right? Then came the Twitter, right? Now Facebook hai, Instagram hai, WhatsApp hai, Twitter hai, right? And what else, right? There are so many social media. LinkedIn bhi itna chal gaya, right? So there are so many social media nowadays. So right now they are in the rapid growth stage. So new now अभी वही survive करेगा maturity तक, और सबका profit will be the same, right? If you take Google, you take Yahoo, you take Microsoft का Messenger ले लो, आप कोई भी social media ले लो, अभी वही अब सब maturity पर आ जाएंगे in shorter 1-2 years. So if this WhatsApp, Insta, Twitter, if they will not introduce something new, they will come into the decline stage and altogether new things will come. Just like Orkut was having stage, so Insta, Twitter are at the rapid growth level, right? Sorry, Insta is at the rapid. So abhi kuch naya aayega to theek hai, warna it will also it will come to the maturity and stabilization stage where everybody is using this thing, right? And then come the decline stage. Your sales volume declines, your cost became the problem, prices profitability diminishes, and profit becomes more challenge, right? So these are the 4 stage of industry life cycle, right? So you have to identify the industry which are in the rapid growth, so you can invest into the rapid growth industry. But the problem here will be that the share prices of this rapid growth shares will be very high. You can think of introduction stage where the prices of the share will be less, but the problem with this is you never know what will be the return, because agar chal gaya to chal gaya, otherwise it won't work, then the startup phase will be cancelled. You can invest if you want a stable रिटर्न. इफ यू वांट कि भाई 8-10% रिटर्न मिलेगा चलेगा, सिर्फ बैंक से मेरे को 2% ज्यादा चाहिए, देन यू कैन गो इन द मैच्योरिटी लेवल. अगेन द शेयर प्राइसेस विल बी वेरी हाई, but the risk will be very less and return will be very assured, right, in the maturity level. And the decline stage, if you are not supposed to invest into it, but yes, if you have it, you should start selling it, right? So this is the industry life cycle. Guys, are you understanding? Are you all with me? Are you following me? Are you understanding? Industry life cycle. Okay, anything to add? Anything you want to discuss? Anything you can share with me? any idea, anything which comes to your mind during this industry life cycle? Yeah, anything would like you to? Yes, guys. Okay, so should we go ahead? Should I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Chaheli, you said no. Acha, no doubt you wanted to say that.
Yes, ma'am.
Acha, no doubt, yes, ma'am. चलो, the next thing you can do the industry analysis. एक तो हमने बात करी industry analysis में we talked about this sensitivity to business cycle. So we discussed, then after we discussed industry life cycle, we are talking about industry analysis. Now the next thing we are going to discuss, that is Porter profit potential of industry, Porter's five forces model. Now this is again very important model to check the profit potential of any industry, how much profit an industry will be generating. To know the potential of the industry in the profit making, the Porter's model, this model is specifically about the competitive, right, competition from various side into the industry, right? So in the profit potential of industry, Porter's five forces model for industry analysis, we discussed 5 points, and hence it is called five forces model. There are five forces which can take care of the threat of new entrants, the rivalry among existing firm, pressure from substitute product, bargaining power of buyer, and bargaining power of supplier. So these are the basically 5 points. Now you will tell me that what is the threat of new entrants? What is the threat of new entrants? You must have learned this somewhere. What is the threat of new entrants? What is the threat of new entrants in the any industry? How you will identify threat of new entrants? Yeah, guys.
Customer would divide.
Huh?
Customer will divide due to new entrants in the market.
Huh, but what is the new entrance? Like how we will identify this stage? The entrance, new entrance. That means the easiness. The easiness. Yes, Jalpa, agree. Right. So easiness of the industry of a new firm. कितना इजी है नई फर्म को इस इंडस्ट्री में आने के लिए? एक तो वो डिफिकल्ट है या तो इजी है. If industry में आना is easy, if any new entrants can easily into the industry, then this industry will have more competition. But obvious, because easily कोई भी आ जाता है ना? If it is difficult to enter into the market, it is difficult to enter into any industry, then from this point of view there will be a less competition. So this is good. A difficult entry होना is good for already existing partner. So आप ऐसे industry में हो, if you are the part of such an industry where new entrants, where the entry of a new industry is easy, you will be facing more competition. And if the entry of new entrants is difficult, you will be facing less competition. Agree? आपने सही समझाया. बट ऐसे कौन से पॉइंट है, ऐसे कौन से फैक्टर्स है which will let entry easy and entry difficult? How any industry can be said that it is having an easy entry and it is having a difficult entry? Sorry, tell me how you will say, how you will identify which are the factor that affects entry into the business.
Easy availability of raw material,
Easy
process,
availability of raw material. कम पैसा चाहिए वो बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करने में. You don't require more
processing is
money.
easy.
हाँ जी जल्पा.
Processing is easy of
Processing
manufacturing.
is, yes, manufacturing is easy. The manufacturing is known. It's a कोई hi-fi rocket science नहीं है वो manufacturing करने में. Right. So these are the force which will help a business to enter Right. So, I just forgot to give you this thing. Michael Porter of Harvard Business School management researcher designed this model, and it is very much known, right? And there are five things into this. The first is potential entry, threat of new entrants, right? So risk of entry by potential competitors. Potential competitors are referred to the firms which are not currently competing with you, but they may come so if they are given a choice. So entry of a new players increase the industry capacity, begins a competition, and reduces your market share and lower the you are forced to lower your cost. The threat of entry by potential competitors is partially a function of extent of barriers to entry, right? So कौन-कौन से barriers होते हैं entry enter करने में, right? So let us see the economy of the scale. If it is difficult to reach to the economies of the scale, now tell me what is the economies of the scale. If you can increase your productivity, right? Input के सामने आपका output ज़्यादा है, you are producing more with your fixed asset, then you can say that you are having an economy of the scale. अगर economy of the scale achieve करना is easy, then there will be economy of scale can be one of the barrier, right? So agar economy of the scale आपकी industry में difficult है, then there will be a less risk. If the customer is brand loyal, right? जैसे कि सब जब एप्पल का नया सबसे पहले ये स्मार्टफोन किसने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था? एप्पल ने. If people would have been too much brand loyal, they would not purchase anything else, then in the mobile industry no other company would have come, or at least not survive, right? So if the industry has a brand loyalty, new potential competitor will be afraid of coming into the industry. If the government regulations are very strict in any industry, in that industry also new competitor will come less. Customer switching cost is more. अभी कस्टमर ने एलजी का फ्रिज खरीद लिया रेफ्रिजरेटर, राइट? और अभी मार्केट में बहुत अच्छी कंपनी कोई अदर कंपनी आई, राइट? तो कम ऑन ऑन आई मीन आई कैन नॉट टेक डिसीजन कि चलो ये 10,000 15,000 25,000 का फ्रिज को जाने देते हैं, नया रेफ्रिजरेटर खरीद के आते हैं, क्योंकि मेरा एज ए कस्टमर माई स्विचिंग कॉस्ट इज मोर. क्योंकि जो मैंने ऑलरेडी 25,000 की एलजी की रेफ्रिजरेटर अभी खरीदी है, उसको मेरे को हाफ प्राइस में जाने देना पड़ेगा, तब जाके आई कैन ब्रिंग द न्यू. तो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल नॉट परचेज द न्यू. Then when I will purchase the new, even though I like that brand, I will purchase it after 10-15 years when my this refrigerator stopped working. The same way in the every consumer durables, right? You have purchased a washing machine and within a 2 month there is a new washing machine came into the market, and you really like the features of this new, but I cannot switch easily to that product. Are you understanding? Right. So that is also one of the barrier is in distribution, right? If your distribution is easy, तो आपके competitors आएंगे, right? Or if you need more capital, then it can be a barrier. I hope you are understanding. Risk of entry by potential competitors. Potential competitors कौन है? जिन्होंने अभी they did not came into the industry, but they can come into the industry if they given a chance. So if the entry is easy, there will be more competition and your industry will be less profitable. If the entry is difficult, your industry will have less competitors and you will have a more profitability. A company will have a more profitability in that industry. So what are the barriers to the industry? These are the barriers. If this is there in the industry, very less company will come, and this industry which is having this barriers will have more profitability if you are inside the industry, right? The second is rivalry among the current competitors. चलो एक पॉइंट तो हमने विन कर लिया कि चलो नए पोटेंशियल कस्टमर नहीं आ रहे हैं क्योंकि मेरा इकोनॉमी ऑफ द स्केल इंडस्ट्री में डिफिकल्ट है, ब्रांड लॉयल्टी है, कस्टमर स्विचिंग कॉस्ट इज डिफिकल्ट. देन कम्स द सेकेंड पॉइंट, what is the rivalry among existing competitors. आपके existing competitor में कितना struggle है, how much competitive advantage you are, how much some firm has the extreme rivalry, like you take all the FMCG product, right? टूथपेस्ट में कितनी rivalry है, आप देख लो. शैम्पू में कितनी rivalry है, जितने ऑप्शंस ज्यादा, जितने competitors ज्यादा, you have that much कंपटीशन. सो एफएमसीजी में बहुत कच्चो कंपटीशन है, सिर्फ 1-2 रुपए के लिए यू आर fighting, right? You are going to purchase a Dove shampoo and you are coming up with the, say for example, L'Oreal. अभी इस टाइम आपको लॉरियल नहीं पसंद आया, आप सोचोगे कि नेक्स्ट टाइम जाके ट्रेस में लेके आएंगे, राइट? सो द कस्टमर स्विचिंग कॉस्ट इज लेस इफ द current competitors are having a cut through competition, then it will be a threat to profitability of the industry, right? So let us see which are the function which affect the competitors, rivalry among current competitors. Extent of exit barrier, कभी कभी क्या होता है कि exit करना is not possible, तो क्या करेंगे हम, चलो खेल लेते हैं, है ना? If you have been into the garba ground and it is not easy to get out of that ground, then what you will do, rather than standing, you will be playing a garba and you will be a barrier to those who are actually there to play a garba. Yes or no? Right? So this is the same thing if you are in the current competitors. If your competitors cannot exit, so what they will do, they will stay in the market and they will try to capture the market share, at least a 2%. Let us have a 2% market share, right? Then amount of a fixed cost, right? If the fixed cost is more, right, then easily you will not be able to sell or liquidate your business. Then you will be there into the industry and you will compete. A competitive structure of industry, your industry is having no other thing, like shampoo में आप क्या और चीज डालोगे, उसका कलर चेंज करोगे, you will say कि यहाँ इससे लंबे घने सिल्की हेयर होंगे, उसके अलावा what you can do in the shampoo, right? So the structure of the industry is such where you cannot add more features, so you have to go for the less cost. Then presence of global customers, see when the global companies are there, it is difficult for the local company to fight, right? Patanjali ko abhi difficulty aa rahi hai to fight with the product of PNG, right? ITC ko bhi even difficulty aa rahi hai to fight with the PNG, right? So the local companies, agar aapke jo industry hai, in that industry if the presence of global players is also there, then there will be a cut through competition, right? Then absence of switching cost, कोई absent नहीं है, मैंने आज कॉलगेट का तो टूथपेस्ट लाया, कल मैं पिप्सोडेंट लेके आऊंगी, परसों मैं सेंसोडाइन लेके आऊंगी, और उसके बाद आई डोंट नो व्हाट आई विल ब्रिंग, right? Today I'm bringing Dove shampoo, tomorrow I'll bring other and other. So if the rivalry among the current competitors are more, the industry is being less likely to be profitable. Your profitability into that industry will be less, right? Then the bargaining of power of buyers and suppliers. Buyer is what? Your consumers, and supplier is from you whom you are buying. So if the customer who consumes of your product, or to whom you sell your product, if the bargaining power of buyer of potential buyer of to bargain down the price is charged by the firm in the industry or to increase the firm's cost in the industry, so if buyer will have more bargaining power, right, they will say कि भैया 2 रुपए सस्ता दो वरना मैं पास वाले की दुकान से ले लूंगी. If that power is with the buyer, your industry is going to be less profitable. Excuse me, right? When the power of buyer is more, when they have the full information, when there is lot of options available into the market, right? So this all thing gives a power to buyer, and the bargaining power of the supplier from whom you are bringing the raw material. If as a supplier they are strong, मतलब उसके पास वो चीजें हैं जो आपको चाहिए ही चाहिए और आप किसी और से नहीं खरीदोगे, तो बट ऑब्वियस दे आर गोइंग टू चार्ज यू मोर. But if you can, just like your customer, you can also tell to your raw material supplier कि भैया 2 रुपए सस्ता दो वरना I'll not buy from you. If you have that power, you are in the industry which is profitable, right? Then comes the substitute product. आपका कितना close substitute available है, that is also important. Give me an example of substitute. To whom you will call substitute? What is a substitute? What do you understand by substitute product? Yeah. Do you know what is a substitute? What is a substitute?
Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
They are competitors, not substitute. Both of them are called drink. I can have a Coca-Cola or I can have a Pepsi. That's not a substitute. Substitute is a different product altogether, right? But yes, you can say a lemon water is a substitute to a Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Or you can say ganne ka juice, right? Shared in oral ganne ka juice, which you are getting at the every street vendors. That is a competitor, or we can say a substitute to a Pepsi. Otherwise, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, Mirinda, Fanta, all of them are competitors, not the substitute. But we take them as a substitute. अगर thumbs up नहीं है तो Pepsi चलेगा. But that is a competitor brand, not a substitute. So we have to draw a line between competition and the substitute, right? Tea or coffee can be a substitute to each other. What else? Tea, coffee, then a lemon water to a cold drinks. Then what is a substitute? Very you think you can identify what is the substitute. ओला और उबर का सब्स्टिट्यूट क्या है? ओला एंड उबर का सब्स्टिट्यूट the auto, right? So this is a substitute. Either you can take an auto. अच्छा, ओला के बदले आप उबर ले रहे हो या उबर के बदले आप ओला ले रहे हो, then that is a competition. But कार के बदले आप ऑटो में जा रहे हो, that is again a substitute, है ना? और you are what we can say, like you are doing four of you people going together commuting for anything, then it is also a substitute to this. अच्छा, और चीजें बताओ. शैम्पू का कुछ सब्स्टिट्यूट है हमारे पास? नो. देन substitute. Which thing you will consider as the substitute of each other? एक तो सब्स्टिट्यूट होता है ना, और दूसरा चीज होता है कि दो चीजें साथ में बिकेंगी. अगर पेंसिल लोगे तो इरेजर भी लेंगे, है ना? कलर्स लेंगे तो पेज भी लेंगे, प्रिंटर लेंगे तो पेज की रिम भी खाली होगी. Complementary, yes. So that is a complementary. But what is a competitive? What is a substitute? Acha, chalo. I can explain you. Substitute product refers to the product having ability to satisfy customers' need effectively. अगर वो प्रोडक्ट नहीं है तब भी आपका काम चल जाएगा. Substitute pose a ceiling on the potential return of an industry by putting a setting a limit on the price that firm can charge for their product in the industry. Lesser the number of close substitute available in the market, greater is the opportunity for the firm or the industry to raise their product prices and earn greater profit. Right? If you do not have if you have lesser number of substitute, you will be having a more profitability, and if you have a more number of substitute, your profitability will be less, right? So these are the 5 things we have to understand, right? Jitna isme ho sakta hai, we have to buy. If the bargaining power of supplier is less, if the bargaining power of buyer is also less, if the potential entry, the threat of new entrants is less, if the rivalry among existing firm is less, and if the less substitute product is available, such industries are highly profitable, right? Highly profitable. But the potential entry is more, the bargaining power of buyer is more, bargaining power of supplier is more, the more substitute is available, and the industry rivalry among existing firm is more, then your industry is low profit industry, right? If any 4 point is strong, right? If any, say for example, this 4 point is strong and only buyer power is less, then also it will be a profitable. So how many? Jitna ye kam, jitna ye less, your profitability will be high, or jitna ye more, your profitability will be less. So you should remember this thing always. So these are the 5 forces model of the competition, and you can compare it with the industry analysis. So industry analysis may we have three things we discussed. In the last lecture we discussed the sensitivity analysis of the business to the business cycle. Then we discussed today is 5 forces of model and industry life cycle. So these are the three things we have to discuss when we do industry analysis, right? Three model we have to compare when we do industry analysis, one industry to another industry. Now we have identified the profitable industry. Our next task is company analysis. So in the next lecture we will start with the company analysis. So in the next lecture probably I will complete the company analysis, and after that we will start with the technical analysis in the next week. So I'm stopping the sharing of this, and if you have any doubt you may raise it, otherwise I can take your attendance. I'm stop. If you have any doubt, please raise it. No doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then should I take an attendance so you can go for your next lecture? Let